why Chanel is doing this, or if you want now these two. Well, hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. Last week we were inundated with so many new releases from Dior, but now we're back to Chanel and they have surprised us with a new eyeshadow quad 388 Eclat de Nuit. This is a gorgeous, very classic smoky eyeshadow quad. And I say surprise us because, to be honest with you, I saw the sneak peeks of this eyeshadow quad about 4 months ago and I thought, okay, this must be part of the year holiday collection. And no, it wasn't. So where did it fit? And all of a sudden it appears out of nowhere. There's no really a collection for it. I only know that this is a very limited edition eyeshadow quad that you can find it in boutiques, and most likely when I'm uploading this video it should be available also at their website. I will be leaving all those details, the details of my makeup, my jewelry, everything will be on the description box below along with the links for your convenience. Now alongside with this eyeshadow quad there are two limited edition eyeliners. I decided to skip on them, and as you can tell, I already have foundation, concealer, even lipstick on. We're gonna jump into this baby. I'm gonna be doing comparisons too in a minute, but let's take a close look to this beauty. By the way, if you're new here to my channel, I film in natural light with a 4K camera. So I hope that this will give you the best representation of this beauty. Let's go ahead and swatch it. We have first here a matte eyeshadow, which is not really black. It's more of like, even if you're looking against the light, it has more of like a deep slate kind of tone. And it has a little bit of sparkles, not glitter, no chunky shimmer either. Then we have this gorgeous beige champagne tone. It's so beyond pretty. This shade all along, it's stunning. Then we have this trench kind of shade, which is more of kind of like a soft satin finish, very alike to the finish of this slate shade, although the slate shade has a little bit more of sparkles. And then we have this gorgeous pewter tone that has some traces of like antique gold in it. Very beautiful. Okay, look at this. Look at the shine. It looks wet. It looks incredible. Okay, let's swatch this baby. Oh, so soft. So definitely this is more not a true matte, but a soft matte with a little bit of a satin finish. Then we have this soft satin finish. Then we have a blurring soft matte borderline satin finish, and lastly a metallic finish. All of the different shades, they do have a different kind of finish. Sonia G Classic Crease, and I'm gonna go with this shade first, and I'm gonna apply it all over the mobile lid and above the crease. Refer number 20 brush, and I'm gonna go again to this same shade, and I'm gonna take it on my lower lash line. Sonia G Builder Pro, and I'm going to this shade, and I'm gonna apply it all over the mobile lid. Now we can do the same thing on this eye and applying it with my finger and just have a little bit more of a not super impactful look because it's nonetheless a satin finish. We can definitely compare this very wearable daytime look into a smoky eye look. I'm gonna go then with a Sonia G Mini Booster. I'm going to the slate almost black shade, and I'm just gonna use it on the outer third. This shade is blending super easy. Definitely you can pack it more if you want to create even a more intense eyeshadow look. Sonia G Builder Pro, and I'm gonna go to the pewter shade. And I'm gonna apply it completely dry on the inner third of my eyelid. Now on this side I'm gonna go with the same shade, but I'm gonna use my finger. And that will give a little bit more intensity to the look too. Sonia G Flat Definer, and I'm going to this shade. And I'm going to take it on my lower lash line, smoke it out. Mascara is on. I also went ahead and applied a little bit of eyeliner and a little bit of this highlighter from the holiday collection on my inner corner and a little bit on my brow bone. Is the same highlighter I'm using right now on the highest points of my cheeks. You know, my friends, that there's no final look without the fragrance of the day. So I'm gonna go with Coco Noir by Chanel. This is a gorgeous fragrance. A little bit of bergamot, grapefruit. I really love the narcissus that has in it, bringing that little bit of a floral factor. Tonka vanilla. It's so smooth, so sophisticated. If you like Coco Mademoiselle, but you want to get a little bit away from it and go for a fragrance that, although known, is not super well known, the little black dress of Chanel, it's Coco Noir. Now let's go into comparisons. The obvious Lumière et Graphite. This was from the holiday collection of 2023. I was gonna say 2024. Oh my gosh, 2023. And then the new one, Éclat de Nuit. Now I have swatched Lumière Graphique right in the middle and Éclat de Nuit is on this side. This shade, the pewter shade, is definitely leaning a little bit. It has like kind of like a hint of green in it. That gray pearly tone, a little bit more beige in tone. This shade, it's a lot more warmer in tone. And also another thing is the new eyeshadow quad offers different finishes. While Graphite Lumière, the eyeshadow palette from the holiday collection, all of the shades, they have some sort of shimmer. They are pretty much the same kind of finishes, similar but yet different. Another eyeshadow quad that I immediately thought of and one that I absolutely love is Ombre Fumes from Hermes. Now these two, they look a lot more similar, huh? But yet they aren't. So I have swatched the one from Hermes on this side, Éclat de Nuit on this side. There are some differences. Mostly on this silver tone here, which brings a little bit more of that cool tone aspect. And then this shade over here, which is more of a cool tone brown. While here we have this pewter tone. So definitely, I mean, they all will give you some sort of a smoky eye look, but in different takes. They are not exactly the same. Since I have you here, I thought to just share with you Méditerranéen, which was a palette loved by so many of us during 2022. But as you can tell, very different. This has coolness, warm tones, but definitely is not going to give you a smoky eye look. It gives you a very classic look, but nothing smoky as this new one from Chanel. Then we have the number 5 of Chanel. Also another palette that will bring you a smoky eye look, but this one is very different. This shade is gorgeous, but it's definitely a gold tone. Then we have this pearly whitey shade, and we have a more of a champagne shade. Yeah, they are definitely different. The last eyeshadow palette, which long gone, I wish they will bring it back, is from that Le Beige collection. This beauty. I mean, this is a staple palette and they should bring it back. Definitely you don't have that slate kind of shade that you have here. You don't have this kind of metallic shade. Even if we're looking for this cool tone, like I said, trench kind of tone, it's not even alike to this shade over here. I thought it, you know, at a moment in time, I'm like, oh, it will be similar to this shade. It is not. Absolutely is not. And then even this shade over here, this shade has more warmth to it. So definitely you will not be able to achieve this eyeshadow look with this palette. Done with comparisons, and now to my final thoughts about this eyeshadow quad. Why is this eyeshadow quad limited edition? I don't understand it. This palette fills a gap in Chanel's eyeshadow quads. This is the ultimate, the easiest, the fastest, the no fuss, uncomplicated. It's not only a smoky eyeshadow quad, like a very like everyday eyeshadow quad, I should say, because as you were able to tell by my demonstration, even if you just want to use this shade all over the eyelid and go out for your day, you can do so. If you want to just set up just a tiny bit, not too much because it's very subdued, you just apply a little bit of this shade. I didn't finish the daytime look because of the nature of this video, but you can use this eyeshadow as an eyeliner. This is such an easy eyeshadow quad. And then Like for example, right now, this eyeshadow look that I have on is, yes, a smoky eye look, but very wearable, kind of like dinner time. You're going to go to a date, a very special occasion, or even if you want to glam it out even more, you can just use this shade all over the crease, this shade on the mobile lid completely packed, and then this shade like again on the mobile lid, and you will have this very intense smoky sparkly eye look. I mean, like, this does it all in concise 4 shades. That's it. I don't get it. Why is it limited edition? Why? I don't get it. Absolutely. In terms of the finishes, they are all different finishes. So there you go. There's that versatility right there too. Not only that, there's no fallout, there's no patchiness. If you're a beginner and you have never ever done a smoky eyeshadow look and you're terrified about it, this is a no-brainer. This will give it to you without any fuss, any like, oh my gosh, there's patchiness, there's fallout. No, this will give you nothing of that. And you know what? Although this eyeshadow, it's so gorgeous, so beautiful, mesmerizing, wet, I love this eyeshadow in particular. This finish right here, to me, is this in a press format. There you have it. So if you try this eyeshadow, it's called Ombre Premiere, and they launched last year, 2023, and you loved it, or perhaps you were eyeing it, because I rave about it. I love it. It's blurring, it's thin, it's beautiful. It gives a subtle sheen that is not even satin. It's just so gorgeous, and it really blurs those fine lines and texture and everything. It's like a perfect formulation. They had brought it right over here, right? I mean, like, not the same shape, but what I'm saying is that the formula, that formula that is so forgiving, so forgiving. And I don't want to talk about, oh, this is necessarily just for mature eyelids. It's an eyeshadow palette for everybody. Can you get a smoky eye looks with other eyeshadow palettes? Absolutely. There are so many in the market. You can go with whichever one you want, right? But if you have been eyeing this one, I mean, I will say, yeah, thumbs up. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. You're going to love the performance. You're going to feel that it's not a waste. Obviously, if you use these shades and if you want that versatility to be able to use different shades for different occasions and kind of transition, if you're more of a minimalistic kind of person and you just do not want to have so many eyeshadow palettes and you're missing out a little bit on a smoky eyeshadow palette that is yet easy, this could be it. So anyhow, my friends, I don't know what to think why Chanel is doing this. They are throwing different launches here and there. Some they make sense, some they do not make sense, but then all of a sudden they appear, and saying that this is limited edition, it's just why? Hopefully is not. If you're wondering, is as per usual made in Italy, 18 months shelf life. I will be leaving again all the details of all my makeup on the description box below. I would love to hear from you. Are you planning to pick up this eyeshadow quad? Have you already got it? What do you think about it? Let's just continue that conversation on the comment section down below while you're at it. And if you haven't done so yet, I don't know why but come on, let's grow our family. Subscribe to my channel, is completely free. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Also, I post on my community tab, which is a different kind of version, like an Instagram stories, where I can tell you right away, super easy and quick, whenever there's a new launch, news, etc. So we can just stay in communication. Talking about Instagram, if you're on Instagram, come and follow me there. If you're on TikTok, well, come and follow me there too. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, share with family and friends. And if you're not done watching my content, well, I will be leaving a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're going to love. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.